in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Up and I'm like a pecha, carata pecha, idida pecha, carapatecha. Spark FM online, number one for urban and Caribbean music. We are in the building. We got a full house today. Rockstone Triz, Miss Tony B. Knowin, and your girl, Miss Hot Sizzling Sauce.
Hey.
It is almost the weekend. Tomorrow is, tomorrow's still nothing. Tomorrow is not Halloween as of yet, but Halloween is amongst us. We are there, people. We are there.
I found a ghost costume for $6.99 on Amazon.
Did you purchase it?
I put it in the basket.
You purchased too?
Yeah, it's in your basket.
And what is it consist of?
It's literally
I need that. That's exactly what I want to be.
$5.99 overnight delivery.
Yes, get two of them.
Me
and my four. All of us. We gonna be Casper's friendly ghost.
Yeah.
Casper's offspring.
Yep.
Because talking about Super Mario, I was looking at Super Mario. Super $25. Not for you to wear it once. You have to wear that every day.
First of all, I told Noah I wasn't getting him nothing for Halloween, so I need to literally find a sheet and be like, here, throw this on.
And the glasses on top
Here
of
you
it.
go. That's your costume because you get on my nerves.
So get that one. Get that one. That's good. We need those. We'll just haunt everybody.
Yeah. Ooh.
Boo. Boo.
Anyhow, that's life.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We are in the building. Spark FM Online, number one for urban and Caribbean music. It is 1 week before elections here in Boston, Massachusetts, where we go and exercise our civic right to make a difference in our lives. So all week, you guys will be hearing from different candidates up until election day, where they'll be calling in all day. Today, we have another double header. We're keeping you informed with everything that's going on in Boston. So we'll be talking to the Legacy Unity partners.
Legacy FC.
Legacy FC. They will be in the building to keep us abreast of White Stadium and what's going on. Mm-hmm. And we also have Mr. Coach Saeed Ahmed. Mm-hmm. He is running for D7, City Councilor District 7. That's Roxbury over there and things like that. So we got a full show, so get your coffee and your tea. Go get you all the things that you need because we are about to go.
Yeah.
Quick check-in. How you doing, Miss Tony? How you feeling, girl?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling all right. You know, I'm here. Life is what it is, and it's going to keep going until it stops.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty dang much.
The day got to end.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the day got in. Yeah. That is a factamundo.
Is Alley's a meat market?
It was supposed to be. Maybe at one time.
I think it's a meat. Is it a meat market next to it?
I don't think
you can
anymore.
go in there and buy meat?
I don't think anymore.
You know where I went and bought meat the other day? Angel's Meat Market over there in Cardamom Square.
What made you go there?
I saw somebody said that they had $2.99 chicken wings a pound.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get 10 pounds for $20.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did you buy it?
I did.
What did you do with them?
I didn't, but they're in my freezer.
Oh, you saving them?
I don't know what your mother made me go out and buy them for, to put them in the freezer. I thought we was getting the chicken wings to make a little chicken wing.
No, she
Remember
got them
Mama
to
used to
save.
make buffalo wings from scratch?
As soon as she found that, first person she called is her bestie. Eunice, the god chicken don't have a tooth. Oh God!
That's why my mother came home with a whole bunch of chickens. The stuff to come out the car.
I'm gonna buy me some of them chicken wings too and put them in my air fryer.
Yeah, season them up real good. Put them in your air fryer loose. Put a little hard sauce. Put a little French fries in there too.
You know what I did? I messed up yesterday. I went to my place, BBQ.
So did we.
Really?
Yes,
and
we
I
did.
ordered my chicken, but I messed up. And
What?
I was trying to be adventurous. Now, first of all, I'm just coming off of my stomach virus, right? So, 1, 2.
Your stomach still got a heal.
Yeah. So I went and I ordered BBQ chicken. They were like, "What do you want for your side?" And I was like, "I'm gonna try the fried pickles."
Oh,
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, no. 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 First, I didn't like them anyway. But then instead of getting the usual side sauce that I get, they also gave me the spicy sriracha sauce. So my meal just was not good. I just had like plain chicken and the bread.
That's what I do. I just get the plain chicken and wrap it up like a little hot dog and eat that together.
Yeah,
Yummy.
and usually I get the coleslaw because their coleslaw is good. So that is good, but I didn't get that. And I've never had their French fries. But anyhow, the chicken was still good. It's good chicken.
Did I tell y'all the Halloween party I did what they had?
No, what they had?
The one I did in Lexington, the white people.
When did you do that?
Over the weekend.
Oh, really?
On Saturday. Oh, yeah, you weren't here on Monday.
I wasn't here Monday.
Yeah. So on Saturday, I had to go on DJ for Lexington. And they had pulled pork, cornbread,
And pulled pork.
coleslaw, and little pasta.
Oh.
That was it.
They had
That's
no
good
bread?
though, right?
That was it. It was like a barbecue.
They didn't have no bread. If they had little...
And they had rolls.
Okay, so if they had... So you to make pulled pork sandwiches with the coleslaw.
Oh, that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah. You put the pulled pork and the coleslaw on the bread. And then have the pasta salad on the side to make sandwiches.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yeah. And
Why
then
do you
if
know that?
Huh?
Why do you know that?
Because I love food. I eat food.
I
didn't know what to do. But that's what you're supposed to do, yeah.
They should have had some directions for him or something.
Yeah, Aunt Nana makes really good coleslaw to put on top of sandwiches. And so sometimes when we have barbecues or whatever, she'll bring that or send it. And then we put it on our burgers or hot dogs and stuff, and it's really good. So that's always a good thing. You know where I want to go to? I want to go to that Noah's barbecue. Can we go to
We've
that?
been sitting. That's in the Braintree Mall. Let's go right now.
I can't go right now, but
Okay.
we should go to. You gotta eat something good today.
I do because I
Oh,
can't
yeah,
eat
you got
again.
it. Yeah.
I did ask Tristan though because it says that I can't indulge in recreational drugs for up to 72 hours.
Yeah, you can't. If the smoke goes into your thing, it can cause a really
No, but
bad
they said
infection.
before.
Oh, really?
Right.
Yeah.
That's rough. Because I got the smokes before.
Yeah.
I got the smoke right before I go into the dentist.
No, it's not even that, but I forgot that it was supposed to be 72 hours. And last night
it's
before
less than
bed, I had a
72.
little nightcap. It was only a couple little shrigs.
Oh, because when they knock you out, you might
Stay out.
stay out.
That's fine. I need a break. So yeah, loud minds, no loud.
No loud.
But if I stopped within 32 hours, that's the same thing as 72 hours.
Sure.
Yeah. I think that's excessive. I'm stressed out from my procedure and I can't do nothing about it. That's crazy.
You should have asked them. You should have, can y'all give me a little propofol then? 'Cause, that's a good drug.
What's propofol?
Propofol, the one that killed Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it
damn.
was a nice death he had, I'll tell you that. That is a nice drug. That's a nice drug.
Wendy said Noah's barbecue is so good.
Girl, we gonna go to it tonight.
Say it to the less, Wendy. I'm going there
Tonight,
right
Wendy.
now.
Shoot.
Shit.
That's
Is
what.
Noah
Where's dinner?
black?
Wendy's barbecue. What is it called? Noah's barbecue.
You would change the whole name to Wendy's barbecue.
Is Noah black?
Huh?
He's black?
No, he's not.
No.
Ours is, but not that one. Anyhow, let's get into this news because these people coming in 14 minutes. We got to start up. Here we go. This is the news.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony,
Look, my
and
socks don't
Rockstone
match.
Triz.
Neither did my sneakers. I don't match at all. Oh, wow.
You're listening to Spark FM. Online.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
You're listening to Spark FM. Online.
Yes, sir. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Today is October 29th. It is 9:47 a.m. So if you are not at work already, you are going to get fired. Unless you call. Do not stop for your coffee or your tea. Go straight to the work. Oh, she said we could come over after and give a little drink after.
Hey,
We'll have a good time.
Wendy,
up at
don't
Wendy's
say
spot.
Wendy. Shoot, we could drink come this weekend. So shoot.
Hey, all right, Wendy, stop it. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I'm gonna get
October
drunk.
done this
Girl,
weekend.
the first sip we're gonna be drunk.
I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna make a few phone calls. Today's it feels currently like 37, but it is 48 degrees outside. We'll get to a high of 51, and then tonight is gonna drop down to about 46. Cloudy conditions will continue all day. The lowest feels like temperature would be 37, and I would like to say that it is friggin' cold outside. It is friggin' cold outside, and I'm not with it. I'm not with the shit.
Last night I was in my bed under my 2 blankets, just freezing in the freezing. And I was like, I'm not getting up. And this morning I got up and I put that heat on 1. So we're at 1 so far. We can go up to 5.
Oh, you're
Right
rationing
now
it off.
1. And I'm being ridiculous because the heat is free AF, but I just don't feel to be hot.
That is funny.
Anyhow,
all right, let's get into this show.
Get into it. Massachusetts to pay $6.75 million to nearly 160 prisoners after a campaign of violence by guards. Now, what the hell is this? That's crazy.
What?
Massachusetts has paid $6.75 million to 160 prisoners.
Why? What they did?
Campaign of violence by the guards.
Well, hey, pay them people.
An agreement by state officials has been reached in a lawsuit brought on by 160 incarcerated people at Sousa Baranowski Correctional Center in Shirley received a judge's approval last Friday. The plaintiffs claimed they were victims of weeks-long campaign of violence by corrections officers. Lawyers representing incarcerated individuals called the settlement a landmark civil rights case on Tuesday and said the prison has been plagued with violence since it opened in 1998. State officials originally announced they reached a settlement agreement in May. The lawsuit, Diggs versus Michi, was filed in January 2022, and nearly 160 incarcerated people claimed they were subjected to excessive force by corrections officers between January 10th to February 6th of 2020. The lawsuit named the staff at the prison and Carol Michi, the former commissioner of the DOC, who retired in 2024. After an incident where several correction officers were assaulted by a small number of incarcerated people. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The plaintiff's lawyers said it led to what they claimed was a brutal and calculated collective revenge by corrections officers against several individuals not involved in the original incident. This brutality included beating and kicking incarcerated people, gouging eyes, grabbing testicles, smashing faces into the ground or wall, deploying taser guns, pepper ball guns, and other chemical agents, ordering canines to menace and bite incarcerated people,
What
and
the
forcing
hell?
people to kneel in stress positions with hands and ankles shackled, in some cases for several hours. A press release from Prisoners Legal Services of Massachusetts and law firm Hogan Lovells states the lawyers who represented the incarcerated people. In May, the Department of Correction issued a statement when the settlement agreement was announced and addressed the incident cited in the lawsuit. On January 10th of 2020, several incarcerated individuals perpetuated a violent assault on correction officers, resulting in serious injuries to four officers, the DOC said. In response, the facility was placed in secure status through February 6th of 2020, during which tactical responses were carried out in an effort to restore order at the facility, officials said. This settlement represents a final step in a series of actions that the DOC has taken in response to the incident, including a thorough review of existing policies and the implementation of key reforms, said DOC Commissioner Sean Jenkins. The DOC did not wait for settlement discussions to act. We proactively amended use of force regulations, updated policies on canine deployment and disciplinary investigations, and implemented a body-worn camera policy to enhance transparency, accountability, and training across all DOC facilities. That is crazy, and that
sounds
horrible.
horrible.
It is, and you know what? I came across Khalil Broder's story the other day.
Oh, Lord
and how that
Jesus.
little boy was, suffered in that prison, and then tried to commit suicide a few times in prison, was punished for trying to commit suicide, was released, and within 2 years killed himself by suicide.
So
The way he tried to do it in the
Absolutely
prison.
So
Like
how much
that's
is that for 160 people? 6.75.
6.75 divided by 160. I don't know.
6.75.
Let me see. 6.
I got 442.
Put it in the Google. Don't try to type it in the calculator because you don't know how to write 6.7 million.
I wrote 6.7
He says 6.7.
million.
Yeah, right,
160
right, that.
divided by 6. So they all get 42,187.
$42,000.
Wow.
That's a good amount of money.
That's a
That's
good
good
amount of-
canteen money.
Especially if you still in prison.
Shit.
Because a lot of them is
Put it on my books. Everybody's ramen on me.
Shit.
You're gonna have lasagna made out of ramen pasta and tomato mayonnaise.
Girl, that might be good.
Yummy.
Karen, a video shows Former police officer charged for unborn baby's death. If you can pull that up. You want me to go to the next story? Pull it up.
I got it.
Okay. So this is the police officer that was charged for killing the girl when she was pregnant. And look at her. That's a cute hair. What you got on, Sierra?
Sierra.
Here goes the video.
Who is she?
Allegedly causing the death of her unborn son.
39-year-old Matthew Farwell has been charged with the death. Farwell allegedly killed Birchmore by strangulation, and then he allegedly staged the scene to make it look like Birchmore had committed suicide. She was 8 to 10 weeks pregnant at the time.
Farwell was arrested and charged in August 2024. He remains in federal custody and will be arraigned at a later date.
That's the one that was that had known the girl for quite some time, right?
Yeah, and she was a young girl.
Yeah, she
And,
was at the police came or something.
Okay.
Right there. I got it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So they're at the door right there. Karen Reed's lawyers demand Boston Police Commissioner to be investigated and placed on the Brady list. What is the Brady list? Brady list is, that's a video. We got to skip that. 14-year-old arrested for allegedly threatening people with a replica gun at South Station. Hi, JJ. So it says a 14-year-old was arrested after he allegedly threatened people with a replica gun at South Station. According to the MBTA Transit Police on Monday, around 11:30 p.m., officers responded to a 911 call to South Station for reports of a male with a firearm. After a brief search, transit police officers found a 14-year-old from Boston with a replica gun and a working taser light. He was arrested and taken to transit police for booking.
That's crazy.
What's crazy?
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
I
know. Yes. I'm just here. So I won't be. Give me 2 minutes.
Former U.S. Attorney Rachel Rollins faces public reprimand for ethics violations. So what's going on here?
But what was the last story?
The 14-year-old was arrested for chasing people around with a replica
Well,
gun
that
in
is
South
crazy.
Station.
It is crazy.
It's quite crazy.
It's
That's
rather crazy.
The state board that oversees Massachusetts attorneys has voted to publicly reprimand former U.S. Attorney Rachel Rollins. She resigned at the state's top federal law enforcement official 2 years ago after the Justice Department accused her of abusing her authority and committing ethics violations. Justice Department investigators called the ethics violations against Rollins egregious. I love that word. Mm-hmm. The investigators' reports said Rollins leaked privileged DOJ information about then interim Suffolk County District Attorney Kevin Hayden when he was seeking election to the job. Rollins held the position before she left for the federal post. The reports say the leaks were to an attempt to help the campaign of Hayden's challenger, then Boston City Councilor Ricardo Arroyo, the candidate Rollins backed to replace her. Where is he?
Great question, because that was coming out of my mouth next. I brushed into him. Nothing.
He's gone.
He disappeared.
Yeah.
And you know what? Good for him.
Yeah, I like
That's
it.
what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
When you up, and then everybody is beating down on you every 2 minutes and
Yeah.
you can't do no right.
Yeah.
Disappear.
Disappear. Yes. The Board of Bar Overseers. I don't like that. In Massachusetts, found that Rollins disclosed privileged information to the media, then lied about it in her Justice Department to her Justice Department colleagues. Rollins agreed to the public reprimand and admitted to improperly disclosing confidential information to a reporter. Her attorney, Jeffrey Robbins, said Rollins acknowledged that she misinterpreted a Justice Department manual about the rules regarding the release of that information.
I mean, her candidate didn't even win. Can't we get over that?
Yeah, like leave her alone.
Leave her alone. She didn't even do nothing.
Yeah. A flight is diverted to Boston after a passenger stabs 2 teens with a fork.
Wow. That's not funny at all, and I got to stop laughing at things.
You do.
I just want y'all to know that most of the time I can't stand most people because everybody's crazy. But yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
He really stabbed them people in the face and the head.
He stabbed him in the face.
He stabbed one in the head and one I don't remember. Go read it. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Let me read it. It's crazy. A man from Indiana stabbed 2 teenagers with a fork, slapped a female passenger and a crew member, and mimicked shooting himself during an international flight. What a menace. The Lufthansa flight from Chicago to Frankfurt, Germany on Saturday was diverted to Boston, where Praneeth Kumar Usarpali, 28, was arrested and charged with 1 count of assault with a dangerous weapon. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, a 17-year-old passenger awoke to find Usarpali standing over him. The man stabbed at the teen's clavicle with a fork and then stabbed another 17-year-old boy in the head, causing a laceration.
2 teenagers on board with a metal fork. Authorities say the suspect, a 28-year-old Indian national, stabbed the first victim in the collarbone, then stabbed the other teen in the back of the head. NBC News national law enforcement and intelligence correspondent Tom Winter joins us now. Tom, the first victim asleep when, I guess, the suspect, when he woke up and the suspect was standing over him. What more do you know about how this unfolded? What preceded the stabbings?
Yeah, can you imagine being a 17-year-old boy sitting in your seat asleep and all of a sudden somebody's standing over you with one of those forks and then proceeds to jab at you, and then the person sitting next to you in the back of the head, also a 17-year-old boy. The person arrested has been identified as Praneeth Jumar Usurapalli, age 28, an Indiana national, according to authorities, and he's being charged with 1 count of assault with a dangerous weapon with intent to do bodily harm. When that happens on a plane and it happens within the U.S.'s airspace, then that becomes obviously a federal crime. If convicted, he faces up to 10 years in jail. But the scene that is described in the charging documents and the information I've just read to you from a press release indicates that this incident occurs with the fork, but then there is also a fight that ensues when they try to subdue this individual. He slaps another female passenger, attempts to slap a flight attendant. So this was quite a violent scene. And when you have that and you're on board an aircraft, the pilots are trained, and the aircraft and the airlines know you've got to return that plane to an airport. Who knows what else this individual would do? At one point, apparently, he makes a kind of with his fingers the symbol of a gun and holds it to his mouth. So this is clearly an individual who's quite disturbed. It's possible additional charges could come in the coming couple of days. He was just arrested on a complaint. He'll be indicted presumably at some point. He has not had his first appearance in court, so there's no plea yet. In this case, apparently, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, he does not have lawful status in the U.S.
Unbelievable.
That he sounds like a menace, like an actual psychopath that is running through the streets wreaking havoc, and
Throw
that's
him
crazy.
in the trash.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
That's insanity.
Oh, more insanity. More insanity.
Nice.
And let's not even, the national news, if we get to it today, is literally all WTF. The national news looks like WTF. That's what I gotta say. Be prepared. This place is going crazy. Massachusetts woman steals 16 bank cards and drains $28,000 from the accounts of elderly citizens while posing as a caregiver.
She's gotta go.
She's gotta go to hell.
There's a lot of people out here that need to be, reprimanded.
Yep.
And I think that we need to bring back public flogging or something like that, where there needs to be made an example out of people who are doing really bad things to people. Yep. And she's one of them. I just don't understand.
She's facing years behind bars after admitting to stealing thousands of dollars from nearly a dozen elderly victims. She admitted it. The state's attorney general's office says 33-year-old Regina Hanaku has pleaded guilty to stealing money from the elderly under her care. Prosecutors say she posed as a professional caregiver by stealing the identities and credentials of 2 people she knows to gain employment at 5 different healthcare agencies, long-term facilities, and assisted living facilities. Working for a few weeks at each facility, she stole the credit or debit cards of her victims and used or attempted to use them without authorization. In total, she stole 16 bank cards owned by senior residents and used 11 to drain about $28,000. On October 14th, she admitted to engaging in larceny over $250 from an elderly or disabled person, credit card fraud, attempted larceny, identity fraud, and witness intimidation.
What do you think is the problem there? What do you think is wrong with people?
2 years.
Too crazy.
2 years.
No, that's not right.
With 1 year to serve and the balance suspended for 2 years.
Oh, she's got off real easy.
The balance suspended.
I don't know what
she
that
doesn't
means.
have to pay restitution.
She doesn't have to. If she doesn't have to pay restitution, then what would discourage other people from doing this?
On top of the prison sentence, she is barred from working in healthcare or social work, as well as any type of job that involves the elderly or disabled.
Oh, you think?
The AGO adds that banks and credit card companies refunded almost all of Hanukkah's fraudulent purchases. She is also being ordered to pay the remaining restitution to her victim. So they paid back most of it. So she just got to pay back.
She's got to pay a little bit back.
She got a slap on the wrist for this.
Yeah, and I think that's a very bad thing, because if there's no real punishment for that, then again, I think that a lot of people are gonna be like, why not? Yep. If I could get away and get me a little 50, 100,000, then why not?
Was she white or black? I want to see. Was she white?
I don't think 1,500,000.
Because it sounded like she was white. Regina, what?
Regina Henaku.
Henaku.
Yeah.
She's of Orient.
She's
isn't that Middle Eastern?
Yes, that.
Henaku?
Henaku?
That's not native?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is, but I know that it's wrong.
Yeah.
And she's terrible.
She's a bitch. The government.
The words expressed by Miss Tony is not the words expressed by the rest of us here.
It
is. I do.
The government shutdown
I agree.
is delaying critical heating assistance program in Massachusetts. It better not be my good ABCD program, because I'm gonna be upset about it. Every year, millions of U.S. households rely on federally funded program to help pay their home heating bills. While benefits usually kick in on November 1st because of the ongoing government shutdown, it's unclear when or if that assistance will become available. The Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, better known as LEHEAP, helps about 6.7 million American households stay warm in the winter and cool in the summer. In normal years, billions of dollars are dispersed to states that administer the program by mid to late October, but with no federal pending bill in place, states are nearing the winter heating season without new funding in their coffers. I believe that November 1st is the great time to put us back in lockdown, because it's going to be the purge.
Unfortunately, honey, I do agree with you. I do agree with you, because it's rather sticky out here. You know, it's getting a little bit uncomfortable to really kind of be like positive about anything these days. And I think that's gonna be.
Last night, I was sitting there and I was thinking about the situation, and I was like, oh, wow, well, we're all going to be back the same again, because everybody else is going to be as poor as me, too.
I don't quite think that's how it works, but okay.
We're all going to be poor the same.
We're all going to be the same kind of poor.
Same kind of poor, which is awful to think about. But then I was like, well, thank goodness I utilize food pantries and things, because I'm going to be able to get a little food to have in
a little
my house.
Extra something.
Well, people's going to be after me, because I'm going to be like, she's rich with food.
The country might as well be communist for a little bit.
I mean, we're all going to be in the fields that they had in The Handmaid's Tale. It's crazy. The way I was burping up sulfur burps the other day, you would have thought I was in the sulfur fields. It was crazy.
Not the sulfur fields.
Oh God, it was awful. That was awful. When you were sick, did you have sulfur burps? Like you was burping and it tasted like sulfur.
Oh, like acid,
it's awful. Oh. Massachusetts, other states sued to block the regime's plan to starve poor people. So everybody is doing whatever they can. I'm hearing about this HIP program that they have that might be able to relieve people who had SNAP and won't be getting their SNAP. People say if you have at least $1 in your SNAP left, that you can
That's
go
what
to
I
this
keep
HIP
hearing
program.
too, but I don't know. There's a lot of it's gone viral. A lot of people recreate the content, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is, but if you could keep $1 and it's a little bit true, why not? That dollar ain't gonna do nothing for you in here.
Not a damn. Massachusetts 24, especially if you're trying to shop downstairs, you can't get a goddamn. There's not one thing in that store that costs $1. Massachusetts, 24 other states in the District of Columbia today sued the Department of Agriculture and the regime's budget-slashing Darth Vader to block this regime's plan to cut off SNAP benefits on November 1st, despite having at least $6 billion in an emergency fund to keep money flowing into the accounts of people who have trouble paying for food even during a Republican shutdown of the government. Who wrote this? Adam. Yep. We have to get Adam.
We do. He's awesome.
In the suit filed in the U.S. District Court in Boston, the states are seeking a temporary restraining order to keep the funds flowing into recipients' EBT accounts, even as the suit progresses, charging the cutoff will cause irreparable harm to the states themselves and is arbitrary and capricious. I like that. And so a violation of the Federal Administrative Procedures Act. Okay.
And here goes the clip.
Anti-hunger advocates want the state to step in and pony up the funds. And tonight, people who rely on SNAP are worried about the future.
I'm just very worried about what I'm going to do.
At a State House rally, tears stream down Iris Yvette Montefar's face when she talks about trying to feed her family without food stamps.
Don't take it away. Today is my son's birthday, and I can't even have a pizza party for him.
The Trump administration says the well has run dry. It won't release emergency funds for SNAP benefits November 1st because of the government shutdown. Attorney General Andrea Campbell and several other states are suing the Trump administration.
We're asking the court to step in because they have not done what's required of them, which is to deliver these SNAP benefits to our families.
The federal government sends Massachusetts $240 million a month for SNAP. Anti-hunger advocates want the state to tap into its $8 billion rainy day fund to temporarily keep the program afloat.
In the absence of federal action, we are urging the state to pull from the rainy day fund.
Governor Healy has pushed back on using state funds to pay for SNAP. She's blaming President Trump, demanding the federal government pay for the program.
It's like I'm in shock.
People on food stamps say they're worried about what's next.
Towards getting to the end of the month, I ran out of food stamps, so I had to rely on food pantry.
And 1.1 million people in Massachusetts depend on SNAP benefits. And in fact, food pantries like this one behind me, they say they're only concerned that pressure on them will continue to grow should the benefits run out. We're live in Brighton. Charlotte Kitty, WCVB News Center 5.
This is the quickest.
What do y'all think?
Oh, wow.
I keep hearing that the government has extra fund in case of government shutdowns.
I've heard that.
In order to release them for food insecurities and those type of really essential living needs. And Donald Trump can easily release those funds, and he is adamant about not releasing the funds. Now, when they liar ass Mike Johnson what's going on, he was like, those funds, we can't release them because then we'll release, and I'm stupid. So that's, I don't know. I don't know what the government is doing.
They just said that Governor Healy can also release from our Massachusetts rainy day fund $8 billion.
Well,
she's pushing back on that. She's like, why should we use our money?
That's true. When the federal government has the money to do it.
He ain't going to release it. This is Massachusetts.
Because what if something happens?
Money.
We need the billions for when they come and try to lock us down first.
$230 million out of the $8 billion that we need.
Who have it?
We have it.
Where's
Massachusetts.
it at?
They just said.
Is it in a little place that
they
I
just said that.
I'll release it.
The state of Massachusetts has $8 billion rainy fund, and that this is $230 million that we need.
I'll release it.
So Governor Healy need to drop that bag and
you recover it later. Yeah.
She need to drop that and give us
release that.
Drop that.
Trump ain't gonna do it.
And give us each $1,000 out of it too, because everybody's so poor. I'm gonna beg for money. I'll tell you that.
Boy, if I'm a beg.
A coalition of unions and counselors fight against driverless cars in Boston, and I'm gonna join that fight because I'm not down with that driverless car bull doo at all. I don't like it. Man arrested for this is great news, very good news, and I'm very happy to report this. A man has been arrested for the attack outside of Fenway that left the victim with a severe brain bleed. This is my friend's son.
Oh,
Mona.
my God, yeah.
So
they found him.
They found him. Boston police have made an arrest in connection with the attack outside of Fenway Park last month that left a man with a brain bleed. Brandon Wilson, 27 of Quincy, was arrested on Tuesday on a warrant for aggravated assault in connection with the September 28th attack outside Loretta's Last Call, which left Jack Farrell lying in the middle of the crosswalk, bleeding from the head. Farrell's mother told Boston 25 News.
That's where I be at. Loretta's Last Call.
Yeah.
Don't go it no more.
Farrell's mother told Boston 25 News that her son has been in the hospital for over a week. Her son had been in the hospital for over a week. Remember, they had to remove a piece of his skull because of his brain bleed was so severe. From what the police have told me, he did not put his hands up. He did not defend himself. So that person who did this to him, I guess they would call it a sucker punch, and he immediately hit the ground, said Mona Salta La Macchia. Wilson is expected to be arraigned in Roxbury District Court, and I hope they throw the whole damn book at him because that is a sucker move if I ever had one. And then in great news, undefeated Madison Park volleyball squad surges into the state competition. Go on. I love seeing black girls play volleyball.
Me too. It looks look so good
It
because
does.
they
Oh,
be
look.
so good at it.
Look, our good friend Vanessa is right there standing in a little picture. Is she the coach?
Who's Vanessa?
Vanessa.
Let me see her.
Who's that? Who's
Vanessa? Who does the concerts and things? The concert boxes and Vanessa LaRock. Oh, Madison Park Technical.
Never seen her.
Look at the picture. Vanessa the seating for the concert. She does the boxes for
She
the
does
concert.
the boxes for the concert. Everybody can hear you know. Tony T.
Anyway, get out of here. The Madison Park Technical Vocational High School girls volleyball team powered its way over East Boston on Friday's city championships at the Boston Latin Academy gym, topping off a 17-0 regular season and earning a high seed in this week's Division 5 state tournament. And that is awesome. Congratulations to them. And we hope that they go on to do well in the States. Y'all go, girl. Look, they crying and stuff. Look how they wear little cute bows in their hair when they play the volleyball. Oh, that's so nice. I love it. Anyways, they are doing good. They will be going to the States, and we are looking forward to them doing good and cheering them on. So we will watch out for them and see how they do.
Yes, we will.
That is shut.
That is it for right now. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll be talking to Mike from the Boston Legacy FC, a.k.a. White Stadium Project. So keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rock Stone Triz.
Your #1 local radio. The Spark of New England, Spark FM. Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibe. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini, right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the #1 place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturdays from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Avenue.
Hey everybody, Ruthie Louis-Jean here, President of the Boston City Council and at-large City Councilor. It's round 2 of voting. Thank you to everybody who voted in September. Now we gotta do it again. On November 4th, and I need everybody to come out and vote. If you care about affordable housing, if you care about our schools, if you care about safety and clean streets, vote for me, Ruthie Louis-Jean. Vote for proven leadership. Vote for a daughter of this city who grew up in Mattapan and Hyde Park, who became a lawyer and is giving everything she's got to the people of her city. Make sure you get out and vote on Tuesday, November 4th. I'd be honored to have your vote. I'm Ruthie Louis-Jean, and I approve this message.
At Rockland Trust Bank, we know that listening matters, not just to your financial goals, but taking the time to really get to know you. Whether you're building a family or a business, investing in a new home or a college tuition, planning your finances for the next 30 days or the next 30 years, our experienced bankers will listen, not just to provide advice and resources, but to foster a relationship that truly matters. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters. Member FDIC.
Looking for a meaningful way to engage with your community and make a difference? Volunteer with the Massachusetts Senior Medicare Patrol Program and help prevent Medicare fraud. Visit masmp.org. This project is supported by a grant from the U.S. Administration for Community Living.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information. Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you no mess with where you are gonna see a million. We got it gon' go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I know that life is not easy. No say we are for winning. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we on and we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Good morning and welcome back. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are in the building. And like we said, we want to do our duties to make sure that the community is updated at all times, especially with the things that we are most concerned about all the time. So we have our good friends from the Boston Legacy FC partners, and Mike, our good friend that you guys met a couple months ago, and we have put together a little something so that quarterly Mike comes in and talks to us about the phase that White Stadium is in, answers any questions that you guys might have, and just kind of walks us through what is going on so that you guys always know what is happening regardless of whether you're for it or whether you're still against it. We want to make sure that undecided. Make sure that you guys know what's going on. Welcome back, Mike. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me back.
Hi,
absolutely.
How are you? How's the baby?
Baby's doing well. The baby will turn 1 this Saturday.
Oh, good.
November 1st.
Yeah.
Scorpio.
Sorry, this Sunday, but we will celebrate his birthday this Saturday.
Very nice.
Good.
Oh, I love that.
That is so good. I tell you, the babies is just growing. We meet them once. And then they just grow, and then they become our nieces and nephews, and we ain't never met them before. Mike, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I was a little salty this morning because I had to chase down the 28.
But it's free.
But it's free.
But it is free. I know, but I know how you feel though, because I missed a 28 on a Sunday.
Yeah,
we were taking it down to so we started walking and stopped at every bus stop.
Yeah.
So we were taking it down to open streets in Mattapan Square, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. But when it comes, it comes through.
All right, now we can see you good. All right.
Yeah.
So we've seen.
Yes.
We've seen, drove by, everything like that.
Yep.
We're in phase 1 of the demolition, I guess. Tell us some updates about what's going on, because it doesn't look like the whole thing has come down. It's some preservation and
yes, and that's an important call out because that preservation came as a result of that extended public permitting process where we secured a number of different approvals from different commissions, including landmarks, right?
Yeah.
So part of that included maintaining the clamshell wall.
Right.
So when you see that demolition as you drove by, but the clamshell wall there,
it's
that's
still one wall up,
of the community input in the protection of this landmark, literally from that commission, right?
Yeah.
So as a part of that, having spent the last 2 years securing 6 of those different commission approvals, that allowed us to move into demolition. And now we're at the stage where we've selected a general contractor, which allows us to start awarding bids.
Yes.
Right. So if you go onto our website and you can look this up for the city, White Stadium, and Google Supplier Diversity Initiative, you'll be able to find the city's transparent website that has the listing of those different bids, as well as reports out on our goal and our community commitment to award 50% of contracts to minority and women business enterprises.
50% is a big percent.
That's a huge percent. It's a lot larger than the historical performance of these kind of projects. Are usually around 10 to 12, maybe 15%, right? And for us, we understand the importance of White Stadium to the community. So we wanted to ensure the community participated in the literal building of the stadium and the renovation, as well as all the transformative economic benefits that come with that too. Yeah. And I'm happy to report, when you go on that website and you look on the dashboard, you can see our performance in that percentage. Yeah. Last time I checked, I'm putting myself out there, but last time I checked, it was around 43.9%.
Okay. Am I in the?
So this, you're looking at our team website, but if you go through the city, and you Google City of Boston White Stadium Supplier Diversity Initiative, you'll get access to the Supplier Diversity portal and dashboard that has the different contract opportunities, as well as shows of the $8.7 million that we've awarded so far, 3.7 of those have gone to MWBEs.
Wow. That is awesome. This picture that I'm looking at right here, this is what it's projected to look like?
That's actually an old picture. I'll work with our team to make sure we update on the website.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say, that's beautiful.
It is. And even the final product that came after the extensive feedback from the community input, what you're looking at is the Grove, which will be an additional space that we're hoping to be a resource for other community members to be able to use, because they've asked for, like, I don't know where to go or where to meet. It's really powerful that you all have your own space, you have your own studio.
Yeah. If you ever need
yes. People are always looking for those kind of resources, and we can offer that in the form of the Grove, which would be a standalone kind of facility where there can be different activations in addition to the game day.
That's good. That's so cool. I'm looking at project awards and achievements right now. In phase 1, it's completed. 52% of contracts awarded to MWBEs.
Yeah, during the
4 million value of contracts awarded to them, and 2 million value of contracts awarded to Black-owned businesses. Phase 2 is right now, so we're in phase 2. It's ongoing, and 29.5% of contracts awarded are to MWBEs and 1.0 million value of contracts awarded to them. So,
the contracts are being handed out.
Yeah, the contracts are being handed out. What phase? I know we're in phase 1, but what does that mean as for design? Are we?
Yeah. So you outlined all 3 phases of the project, and we're thinking about the transformative impact. The first stage was design. Right. So design, going through that 2 years of community input, 100 meetings, 900 public comments, right, to look at that pretty picture and say, actually, that's a little big and it's encroaching. Can we make that a little bit smaller?
Let me put a pin in that. So the other day, a city councilor posted a video. I'm not sure if we still have it. It might be in your Facebook. But she posted a video of just more community conversations that are still going on about the stadium. And one of the biggest things is that they feel, or that some people feel like the community is not being heard when it comes to things like traffic and I think traffic, parking, and I forget what the other one transportation maybe about
those are definitely still top of mind for a number of folks, and we're continuing to work with the community and ironing those out, right? So even though we secured those 6 commission approvals over those last 2 years, that doesn't mean the work is done, right? We're working on a number of different mechanisms to ensure we continue to hear community input. That will continue to go on even as we carry out those first 10 years of the lease, right? As we go through game day, to incorporate, we have these ideas and plans. How did they work? Can we improve them? And right now, a lot of the focus is on transportation and traffic, right? And the good news is actually that we had originally planned to play at White Stadium at 2026, but with the timeline of construction moving to 2027, that gives us an extra year of runway to be able to figure out those things and to be able to continue to meet with the community, as well as, one of our other community commitments was around the creation of a White Stadium Neighborhood Advisory Council.
Okay.
Right? So
and that did come through because you have
we're still in the process of developing that. And that will be, again, another mechanism, as is what you're looking at right now.
It's a whole
we recently made available a book, of a transportation plan that thinks, in addition to game day, I think one of the areas we can contribute to the community is thinking holistically about traffic and transportation on all the events that already happen in Franklin Park, right? But that don't have a transportation plan and cause some of these concerns that community members have around parking, around the availability of their spots with these events happening. We're trying to pull together all of those different pieces of this rich biodiverse ecosystem, come up with the plan, and we released it to the public and received hundreds of comments. Again, where we can quantifiably say we've heard from the community that they have given us their thoughts about what some of those concerns are, as well as solutions to impact or improve transportation.
Very good.
What would be some of the early stage ideas of how to reduce traffic and parking? I think with parking, it's more so transportation and shuttle buses and stuff. So because that parking around there, if you go to any event around that whole park, there's always a problem regardless.
And it says here in the transport, there is no on-site parking. So there's no on-site.
So that perfectly connects the 2 points where we hope to encourage folks to get to the park in a number of different ways in what we call a multimodal transportation plan. And if you look in the book, you have to scroll through a good amount of pages, but you'll see a table that includes how we're thinking about the different breakdown of where folks are going to be coming from, whether it's shuttles, like you said, from satellite parking lot. You can still drive and then park in a parking lot where a shuttle will take you, right? And I know if you go to other venues, sometimes even when you park in the parking lot, you're still walking.
If you think about Foxborough? What is it? Foxwood, where we go to play the football.
Foxborough.
Foxborough. That one out there. But if you go park in the parking lot over there, you still got to walk at least a mile to the event.
And then it takes 3 hours to get out.
And people act as if you just pull up to Foxborough, you pull up to any event, and you just park right in front. You park right, and you leave, and you pay the meter or whatever it is. We know that we have to encourage people to get there a number of ways. One of the ways is near Orange Line, right? Again, a solid walk, I'll admit. But the Orange Line and the Southwest Corridor for folks who are biking, families who are biking, we're trying to encourage a number of different ways. Ride shares, obviously. And also, we recognize the intersection of the neighborhoods around Franklin Park. And that's what was most appealing for me as someone who lives in the Garrison Trotter neighborhood. I live a 10-minute walk from White. I'm going to get to White Stadium by walking my wife and my son in the stroller down Humboldt.
Take a nice little leisurely walk, get your heartbeat racing.
Right? And, and we have a number of different neighbors around in Roxbury, Dorchester, Jamaica Plain, Mattapan, who are already coming to Franklin Park. right? So that's what we want to make sure that we continue to encourage. You can walk there, you can take the bus. There's a number of buses that roll through. The 40, we talked about the 28 earlier. That's on the Blue Hill and Seaver side as folks take that to the zoo, right? And I think the critical important thing is the precedent of it's not something new. That we're bringing, right? Folks go to the zoo, folks go to the golf course, folks go to are now going to be going to White Stadium and for our games, and we're just thinking holistically about what the transportation investment should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody, again, go to boston.gov. You can click on the transportation plan, and there is a book there for you to see what the transportation plan is. Very, very detailed.
In the works, right? And I think that's important to them. It's not,
but it's here so people can look at it and give input, too. So,
when it comes, one of the other comments I heard was it actually had nothing to do with the comment. In the past, when it comes to football, soccer games and stuff like that, how well attended are these? Because it is a 10,000 person seating.
Yes.
Do 10,000 people come out to soccer games like that?
We're hoping so. We obviously know.
And I know that's a very ignorant question because I don't frequent soccer games. But is that are we expected to hit capacity all the time?
We're definitely hoping to, right? Yeah. And expecting that given the tremendous outpouring of support we've seen for all of our sports teams and a really fanatic base here in Boston, right? We were glad to be able to offer that to our side of the city, this part of Boston, right? Where in the same way folks go to Fenway, folks go to TED, and we want to be able to do the same. And particularly draw from the neighbors that are around it, that we described. So we are definitely anticipating and hoping for that. We've seen strong demand from our initial season ticket sales and folks coming out. So we definitely anticipate that and think because it's going to be in the heart and the center of the city, that will attract and draw a lot of people as well, right? And what we see is across the country, success for both women's sports and specifically for our soccer league, the National Women's Soccer League, where teams are clamoring to get in because they see such a demand from their fan bases in all these different cities.
There's right by my house, there's the Kroc Center, and there's a soccer field up there. And last night there was just so many people out there, and I was just like, first of all, it's cold.
Last night,
interesting enough, where I live, Roxbury, Dorchester line, Upham's Corner, there was a lot of white people out there. A lot more than I've seen. But it's interesting because it seems like soccer is one of those things that really unifies people and brings them a lot of places. Is soccer and football for the high schools the only kind of sports that will be played there? Or, it's not outfitted for those other things.
Exactly.
Okay.
So many investments will attract and return so many of the athletes who've had to make the best of what they've had so far, right? Whether that's the soccer teams, whether that's football, and then also track. I think one of the major investments I want to call out about the facilities around White Stadium is we will have an MIAA certified or compliant. That's the state agency for athletics. A compliant track where it's actually going to be 8 lanes. And the folks who I hear stories all the time around in 70, I set a world record, or I set a record at White Stadium, or back in 74 I played and did this. Those records will be honored and recognized because the facilities are actually up to the standard that we need in order to recognize those kinds of things. So it'll be track, it'll be soccer. We'll have the opportunity to host football as well. We're hoping that there'll be a number of different family events that will come out, recognizing that folks show up to BPS events in particular. Too.
Yeah,
there's a strong crowd.
On your page, there was a picture of a concert-looking something going on the Legacy page talking about White Stadium. So that's
will those things be happening there too?
So our folks obviously will be on the game day, but we acknowledge the history of White Stadium. Have you all read the Boston Globe extensive article that talked about how White Stadium used to be the go-to place back in the day?
Even if you look at it now in its detriment to when it was just before you guys started, I think that a lot of people was like, why don't they do something in White Stadium? It's stadium seating. You can put the stage somewhere. It's a good facility. It was always run down, so you wouldn't want to bring, Bad Bunny there, but
but I was reading in that article in the Globe, and I heard someone actually tell me this at White Stadium. As again, I always hear one of my best parts of this job is hearing so many memories about it. But someone talked about how in the 70s they saw Richard Pryor perform there. And I was thinking, Richard Pryor at White Stadium? And then the Globe has some fascinating pictures of just a number of events and concerts that were down there, reflective of this rich history. Right?
It's a good revenue generation situation. That could take a load off of a lot of different things.
I think we're really excited about just the tremendous support that we're receiving from the fans.
Yeah.
And the rich moment in women's sports right now. We also saw, obviously, the advocacy for our W team.
Absolutely,
the WNBA
yeah.
team,
Yeah. And a baseball team.
A baseball team is coming, and there's a hockey team, so all of that.
Exactly.
So women's sports is big right now.
I hope it stays because
Yeah.
women are tough. Anything other updates that you want us to kind of pay attention to and take into, you know, the next phase of things? Because like we said, people, Mike will be coming back, you know, frequently just like here, updating us about what's going on with White Stadium. If you guys have questions, you know, you can reach us. Even if it's beforehand, we'll compile them and make sure that he has them all before he comes in, so we have the answers. And this is an attempt for us to just make sure that communication between the community and the partners, that they know what is being said and what is going on, so they can take an active effort into, you know, speaking up about it or taking heed of that information and doing something about it. But we want you guys to know that there is direct communication there. So although the press might seem a little bit one-sided based on what we're hearing, it seems to me that you guys are really considering all the aspects, and you are very aware of what this means for Boston.
Yes. Right.
So that's something that I appreciated. I think I've been on the positive end of White Stadium for a while now, even before you came.
For me, it was since we've spoken to you, because before that I was like, blah, 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 and then we spoke to you, I was like, oh.
Because one of the most impactful parts of this job has been seeing how very valid concerns.
Yeah.
We've converted them into specific commitments
Yeah.
and concessions, right?
Nice.
So we've heard concerns around what the design is going to look like to the first phase of the project, and make sure that it reflected or updated the different pictures that you see to align to what the community wants, right?
Yeah.
And then now we're in the second phase of 3, where we're in the construction phase. We've also heard the critical importance of making sure the dollars flow within the community. And then we've translated that to a very specific quantifiable goal. And I think that's one of the key parts of all of this, is we can speak in very tangible terms, because often a lot of people will prioritize appearing as progressive over making actual progress.
Very performative, yeah.
And in our work, we can say definitively, here's where we're at. We're at 43.9% in terms of the WB goal for the entirety for construction, right, which is the second phase. And that's where we're at right now. We're trying to make sure we stay at that high level of performance. We want to make sure folks go on the website to see the available bids, whether that's in earthwork, that's in concrete. I think what you'll appreciate is we're looking at acoustics and studio work right now.
Hello.
So, you know, folks who put together those kind of things, please share that with the community, because we understand what this means to Boston, like you said, and the economic impact. And then the third element, or the third part, is operations. So running an actual stadium on game day, as well as all of those BPS events that we just talked about.
I'm just excited about me getting me a little job over there. I will sell a concession, okay? Hot dog.
Can I ask, is the timeline still accurate for when we're supposed to open? When it's supposed to open?
March 2027. Yes.
Oh,
So
March
we're gonna play, and then again that perfectly wraps up in terms of the timeline where things are right now. March 2026, the launch of our first season, which we'll play at Gillette, will be right around the corner. It is right around the corner. It'll be here before we know it, right?
So what's that? 4 months.
So right now we're building up, and we're building a team right now. We're getting players, we're signing them, building a whole roster, while also executing on those community commitments, like with the merch, where that's also something I want to highlight too. Yes, with Sabrina, we have a merch line that is reflective of a Boston local public artist, and it's really dope. And I want folks to be able to check that out and get that too as they get ready for the launch of the season in March 2026 at Gillette.
Very nice, yeah.
And
cool.
her
check
design
that out,
is
because
really
the design is
adorable. This
beautiful.
one right here, Tristan. That one. Yeah. And her name is, she's a local artist named Sabrina Dorzainville. Sorry, girl. Sabrina. She's my new friend. She's a local artist, and she's made a collection for it's a really cute design. It's reminiscent of We Are the World around soccer. So I'm excited about that. And Mike has promised that Spark FM will have our little situation, a little drop for us, because he came in here with this very nice merch on, and he didn't bring it. I almost canceled the interview immediately.
I appreciate it.
We don't want your kind over here. But Mike, thank you so much for just being so well versed in what you're talking about. And not like, oh, I gotta go do
transparency.
Yeah, I gotta do some more research. No, you come here, you're prepared to answer questions. You're prepared for the hard things too. So I do appreciate you taking the time out of your life to come and sit down and talk to us. It's very important.
Thank you all for the opportunity, especially recognizing the audience that you've built and for holding me accountable, right? And I think that's one of the best
to the
parts
fire,
of the
Mike. To the fire. With that said, people, we do got to take a quick pause for the cause. I do believe that we do. We have another guest coming in a little later, but we got to get to our national and world news real quick because there's a lot of foolishness going on in the world. Mike, we'll see you again very, very soon. And sooner before the audience sees you, because we want our merch. And and anything that you guys need from us, if you guys need us to come and do some content, come down there and just kind of, we could probably do that anyways too. We'll link up
in
with
maybe
you.
some live taping from a game?
Shit.
On
Hell
site?
yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We like that kind
That's
of
what
thing.
we're trying to get into right now. But
little
you know,
live
even before
broadcasting.
we can go down there and take a look around and see what's going on to make sure that people know what's going on. So I do appreciate you again. And we'll see you soon.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
We're going to be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Your #1 local radio. The Spark of New England, Spark FM. Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Don't let biased algorithms or degree screens or exclusive professional networks or stereotypes. Don't let anything keep you from discovering the half of the workforce who are stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time to tear the paper ceiling and see the stars beyond it. Find out how you can make stars part of your talent strategy at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, Ruthie Louisiane here, President of the Boston City Council and at-large City Councilor. It's round 2 of voting. Thank you to everybody who voted in September. Now we gotta do it again. On November 4th, and I need everybody to come out and vote. If you care about affordable housing, if you care about our schools, if you care about safety and clean streets, vote for me, Ruthie Louisiane. Vote for proven leadership. Vote for a daughter of this city who grew up in Mattapan and Hyde Park, who became a lawyer and is giving everything she's got to the people of her city. Make sure you get out and vote on Tuesday, November 4th. I'd be honored to have your vote. I'm Ruthie Louisiane, and I approve this message.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you no mess with the way you are gonna see a million. We got it gon' go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I know that life is not easy. No say we are for win. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we on and we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
day. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are back in the building. And it's time for our national and worldly news to find out ¿Qué pasa con el world?
That's all WTF. It's WTF news today.
Oh, today is Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
So that's good. That's good. So let's get into El WTFANA.
As I was reading the national news this morning, I was like, are you serious? Like, is this for, are you kidding me? That's all I know.
Melissa is an extremely dangerous Category 3 hurricane plowing through Cuba after the storm made a historic landfall in Jamaica as one of the strongest Atlantic hurricanes in history. I've been watching... Somebody talk.
She's been watching the TV about the storm and how it was hitting Jamaica and now has moved on to Cuba. And she thought...
Damn, that's crazy.
Yes.
So I've been watching some like video clips and stuff. She did some damage. Somebody posted a picture today of the Montego Bay Airport. Ooh. And that's done.
Really?
That is shut down. Let me see if I can find it. But in the meantime, let's get into a little bit of what's going on. So
you
what
got a
we're
clip?
I think he is getting one now.
And while he's tuning that up, we just got news that Westmoreland's Parish Disaster Coordinator has suffered a stroke while carrying out her duties amid Hurricane Melissa, and the government officials have confirmed that she's currently receiving treatment. But while she was on the ground doing the work, she had a stroke.
That's crazy.
Horrible. But can you imagine? Like, that's heartbreaking to be out there seeing all of that stuff. And your blood pressure,
and that's your people. That's where you live. You're witnessing people, just not do well or dying or whatever. Tristan, I just sent it to your Facebook. Mm-hmm. This is it's a TikTok. It's a TikTok. Oh, it's a matching. Let me get that, Bishop. Turn around, Bishop.
Hallelujah, Bishop.
While we wait for the. Oh, that's cool, Bishop. So this is the airport in this is
heavy rain to southeastern Cuba before it made landfall, which caused extreme flooding in many streets. About 735,000 people were forced out of their homes as the storm approached, and Cuba's president had warned the storm would cause serious damage, that people should obey the evacuation orders.
Where Jamaica?
Officials in Jamaica are assessing damage to their country because Melissa battered much of it yesterday. One official said the infrastructure has been severely compromised, called it one of Jamaica's worst periods. More than 500,000 people were without power as of late yesterday. But let us bring you the very latest as we begin this day. Zara Burton is live in Kingston, Jamaica, the capital. Very, very difficult 24 hours for the people of Jamaica. Zara, what is the situation today as the day begins?
Heather, you can say that again. Look, where I am, I'm safe. I'm at the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, where all the government officials are, and a few media personnel were allowed to hunker down here. So we're okay. I looked outside this morning. Everything is calm. And as the morning rises, I'll try to go outside so I can give your viewers a sense of just how outside of Kingston looks. However, this is not the case in the western side of the island. You had significant impacts in places like St. Elizabeth, places like Westmoreland, places like Hanover. Montego Bay Airport was also damaged. So that could impact the ability for tourists to leave. As of yesterday, there were 25,000 tourists that were on the island. You're talking about significant damage, roofs blown off. Clarendon had some levels of flooding. You also had there were cars and homes. We saw some of the utility vehicles. Talk about the fact that right now I can't contact some of the people in those parishes right now because they just don't have any internet service. And yet we saw images yesterday of Flow, which is one of the big telecom providers. Their vehicles were submerged in water, several of those vehicles. And so the TVJ reporter, the news reporter on site was saying, if these are recovery vehicles, this may take even longer to recover. We did have an announcement yesterday that Starlink was supposed to be providing some kind of service this so that we all could maintain connectivity, but maybe the message got out late because it seems to me that we still have a problem connecting with our loved ones and different connections in the western side of the island to get full feedback about what has happened so far.
Sarah, we just have a new track of the storm. So as we continue our conversation, just showing people where it is moving now. But again, as you and I are discussing, it hit with full force yesterday, one of the strongest Cat 5 storms on record. So given all of the challenges that you're just outlining to us and the difficulty for communication, I mean, are you even on the island at a point of starting recovery efforts, or is that even underway at all yet?
The Prime Minister made that very clear that he's getting started. And in a tweet, he said, you know, our country, yes, has been ravaged by Hurricane Melissa, but we will rebuild and we will do so even better than before. And he encouraged Jamaicans to be hopeful as well. He said, you know, I know many of you, especially those in the affected parishes, are feeling disheartened. Your homes may have been damaged or destroyed, and your communities and towns no longer look the same. I know your pain and I feel your loss. We're mobilizing quickly to start the relief and recovery efforts, and we will be there with you every step of the way. This is what he said in a tweet a few hours ago. I just want to make a point as well that in terms of overall recovery, we have seen some.
We're gonna go to the clip from the.
This is the clip of the airport in Montego Bay. It looks like it's been destroyed, which is, look at that. Merciful Jesus.
Water inside?
That's water inside
Wow.
and still coming in. Look at everything is just damaged. The ceilings have caved in.
Another radio station yesterday, and they were talking to a couple from Boston that was stuck in Montego
their hotel
Bay.
room lobby.
Yeah, that has got to be scary. Can you imagine?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know that there was one of our very own from Boston, Star Martin, Melanin Gala founder. She was just in Jamaica before it is, and she was one of the last people to get out before they shut down the airports.
Wow.
And then just overall from a lot of our Jamaican friends and, you know, first generation Jamaicans and stuff like that, they're saying that there's no way to contact their family. They haven't heard from their family. You know, I guess obviously phone lines and internet services and them must be spotty and whatever. So, you know, prayers out for our community members that are going through this, because this is just awful. Like, I can't even imagine like everything being destroyed by a hurricane, a Cat 5 hurricane. Crazy. We'll continue to follow the story of Melissa and where she is going and how she is being tracked. And we'll also continue to let you guys know of efforts in place for the people of Jamaica. Right now, according to my Facebook, when I asked about what's going on, we have the Authentic Caribbean Foundation. They are working on donation drive, and we'll be talking to people on the ground. He says western part of Jamaica is damaged, phone service out, and electricity bad damage, but eastern part Kingston is saved, but rain and landslides. There's also the Peter Tosh Foundation that is collecting donations and different things. There is JAMA, which is the Jamaican Association of I want to say Jamaican American Massachusetts Association. I don't know. I might be making that up. But they are putting together a massive donation via a donation portal of Zephy.com. And you can find all these things on my page. Also, the Jamaican government has created a portal to prevent scams. It's supportjamaica.gov.j. that we find that are having efforts and you guys want to get involved. I'll make sure that we are posting them on our pages to make sure that you guys can contribute your time, services, or donations. Yes. Keeping it moving. Oh, yes. Unfortunately, Boston has really been hit hard this year by the passing of some of our most vibrant community members, including one of our cousins, Peachy Bawden, whose life was cut short last week.
Yeah,
last
Saturday.
week, unexpectedly. They are raising donations to help out her family and her homegoing service. They have an $11,000 goal. So far, they're up to $10,410. So if you can donate, and if you can, services, volunteering, whatever you need, please do so. Tristan will post the links in the comment section. It says our hearts are full. Go back. Our hearts are full of love and remembrance as we celebrate the life of our beloved Peachy Bodden, a devoted mother, grandmother, sister, aunt, teacher, hairstylist, and friend. Peachy's warmth, laughter, and loyalty touched everyone she met. She was a light in her family, a blessing to her community, and a constant reminder of what it means to love deeply and live with purpose. Peachy dedicated her life to caring for others, whether in the classroom, the salon, or the kitchen. She led with faith, generosity, and grace, leaving behind a legacy of compassion, strength that will live on to all who knew her. And I know that Boston is hurting right now. So her services will be on Monday morning, starting at 10:30. Do we know? We'll get you guys the information before we end the show. I want to make sure that we're presenting clear and accurate information for all of those who would like to support her.
It is Monday, November 3rd at 9:30 a.m. at the Greenwood United Memorial Methodist Church, 378A Washington Street. I'll put this in the thing too, so we can post that. And the viewing is from 9:30 to 10:30, and the service is from 10:30 to 12 at Greenwood Methodist Church.
Well, I tell you, life is just crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Life is crazy. In unfortunate WTF crazy news, the Pentagon ordered managers to fire underperforming civilian workers with speed and conviction under new guidelines that eliminate key job protections. Oh, it's going to get worse. This shutdown, they are using this shutdown to not only blame Democrats for it, but while they are shut down, they are doing literally everything they can to ruin this country. Like ruin it. And I'm overwhelmingly concerned. Overwhelmingly. White House fires commission charged with advising the president on design as Trump pushes construction projects. So wait, he fired the person in charge of advising how things should be built?
Yes. The whole commission.
The whole commission.
Yeah.
He's going to do it himself?
Has fired all 6 members of the Commission of Fine Arts, an independent federal agency charged with advising the president, Congress, and the city of Washington, D.C. on matters of design and aesthetics.
Wow. Because everything is going to be gold. Everything there, he is going to paint DC gold, and I'm concerned.
You know that did we know that he was making a triumphal arch and paving over the Rose Garden?
No.
Yeah, he did that already.
Yeah.
Oh.
I swear to God, what he's doing reminds me of the Midas touch story.
Tell us more.
You don't remember the Midas touch story?
The King touch.
Yeah, everything that the king touched turned to gold, and he ended up touching the wrong things, like his wife, his kids, his mom.
Good.
And then he ended up touching himself. And
good. And turned into gold and is now a random statue.
Yeah.
Good. I let's do it. House GOP report urges a DOJ investigation into Biden's auto pen. Oh my God. Please, somebody kill me. Auto pen still?
Yo, chill.
Auto pen?
Yeah.
We're still talking about an auto pen. We don't have food to feed families in America, and you're concerned about an automatic pen.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
An auto pen. He signed it with a little auto pen instead of his full written signature. So he is trying to question everything that Biden did that signed with that pen because he didn't write it with his own hand, long stroke.
Oh.
Yeah, just go down the
What type of stupidity is that? Because I'm still confused.
Just go down the headlines.
In a heated call, Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene chastises Republican over their shutdown strategy, which is crazy. I know her strategy is to stay in office because she is a problem and she helped all of this transpire. And now she one of the only people in the Republican Party that is speaking out. They're gonna off her soon because that ain't
But
how
she
supposed
also
to do.
the only people in the Republican Party that lives in a trailer, so she's being directly affected by all of this happening. She ain't getting none of her SNAP or nothing.
Nothing. Johnson says he's spoken with Trump about the constructions of the Constitution on the third term. Mike Johnson is going to go straight to hell.
He's already there. He's already there. He's burning on the inside.
Him and Caroline Leavitt, they are going to be the people that the Lord makes an example out of.
In hell, with gasoline draws them to.
Gasoline.
Yep.
Chicago judge scolds Trump enforcer after kids tear gas on the way to a Halloween party. That is wonderful news.
Yeah.
What?
I told you the whole national news is like, are you kidding? I was like, everything that I read was just like, is this for real? That's all what I was saying.
So not only is he suing America for $236 million based on something that he was convicted for, but he is also now trying to appeal that hush money conviction. And they're going to let him do it. And there is going to be nothing to get him arrested when he moves to Argentina after he finished destroying America. Yeah. Huge raid on Rio gang leaves at least 64 people dead and 81 people under arrest in Brazil.
Yeah.
Are they all gangs for real? Or are they civilians?
Oh no, Brazil got big gangs.
But yeah, they probably got big gangs, but I don't know
Brazilians
if them gangs.
Is wild, because they be down there doing capoeira
and being naked.
Yo,
Brigitte Macron's dramatic transformation. French First Lady changed appearance following Candace Owens' trans conspiracy. Daughter claims in the source. What she did? She got a little face job?
she had to change her appearance because people was messing with her saying she's a man.
Man,
baby. A man.
French President Emmanuel Macron's wife, Brigitte, has been forced to alter her appearance and change her wardrobe amid ruthless scrutiny of her gender sparked by far-right conspiracies. On October 28th, the trial for 10 suspects accused of cyberbullying the French First Lady entered its second day. Bridget's daughter told the court her mother is constantly under attack and her health has deteriorated as a result of the conspiracy theories. Her daughter's claims come after popular conservative podcast host Candace Owens promoted the baseless claims of her show and doubled down when she was threatened with legal action from Macron's. What she needs to do is get jiggy with it and go in the bathroom and send Candace a picture of her whatever.
She need to go slap Candace like how she slapped her husband on that plane that day.
That's that one, huh? Yes. Exactly. She needs to go slap her. If Candace did another place in hell, another good spot, good hot spot,
72 years old,
and have to worry about some other woman questioning her femininity, her gender.
Yeah.
Womanhood.
Her gender. Like, it's crazy.
Yep.
Like, suppose you had a whole baby.
Yeah.
And somebody's telling you a man.
Yep.
Yeah, she would have to be slapped and dragged. Slapped and dragged. Anyways, let us get back into some more positive thinking. We are going to take a very, very quick break, and we're going to go a little bit over time. We'll be speaking to D7 candidate Coach Saeed Ahmed about his campaign. Don't forget, November 4th is the big day. The big day, and we need you guys to go out and exercise your right to vote, because you see what happened when y'all don't vote? Donald Trump becomes president for a second term and maybe even a third.
Don't leave. We're not ending the show. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The Spark of New England, Spark FM. Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
At Rockland Trust Bank, we know that listening matters, not just to your financial goals, but taking the time to really get to know you. Whether you're building a family or a business, investing in a new home or a college tuition, planning your finances for the next 30 days or the next 30 years, our experienced bankers will listen, not just to provide advice and resources, but to foster a relationship that truly matters. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters. Member FDIC.
You are now listening to Spark FM.
All right, we're back. We're still waiting a little bit, so we'll get into the entertainment news and find out what's going on in entertainment. Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer welcomes 8th child months after admitting to neglecting his older children.
You forgot his age.
What? 70? Oh, bro. He's 70 years old and still inviting children into this world?
Yes.
Little old sperm babies?
You know what that baby gonna be like.
Old. Kelsey Grammer.
Why he say that?
You know, just a little dried up and a little sperm, little powder sperm. It's crazy.
That's what Auntie, you know, don't wait too long to having a baby. You have baby with old egg. They gonna look like Kevin. What was his name?
Bacon.
No, what was the one that looked like the monster from Celtics? He looked like Herman the Monster.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Oh, Larry Bird.
The Kevin. No, he's white. Kevin McHale. She was like, you gonna have little old baby that look like Kevin McHale.
I don't know what a Kevin McHale is.
Look at him. He looks like the Frankenstein monster.
McHale. Oh, is that in there?
I can't.
What is Kevin McHale from? Oh, this one here.
Yeah, y'all a bunch of poop talkers.
Okay, too. Yes, we are pooping talking. Let's just go through the headlines while we get this set up. A little reset. Take it off of them, and we gotta stop calling. Kelsey Grammer. So he welcomes his 8th child at the age of 70 years old after abandoning his first 2 kids, such as Brian McKnight has done.
Mm-hmm.
Also funny that Brian McKnight was
it's there.
Where is it?
Brian McKnight performance at Claflin University canceled following backlash.
Yeah, so they found after they announced that Brian McKnight would be there, the students turned crazy and was like, absolutely not. And they quickly put out a statement saying that Claflin University, sorry, I'm burping.
Yeah.
Claflin University values and respects the perspective of our constituents and stakeholders. We take your concerns regarding the artist for the scholarship gala seriously and are currently exploring options. Thank you for your loyal and continued support as we work to ensure this event is a beacon of light for our institution while raising funds still needed to support student scholarships. Good.
Because where the hell they get Brian McKnight from to perform at a college?
Of all of the people in the hall, they might as well get YBN Youngboy or something like that. Because what is going on? Brian McKnight. Get out of here.
Right.
Poster Boy has reportedly passed away at the age of 43 years old.
Terrible.
Poster Boy was popularly known for his songs such as Jurassic Harlem, which sampled John Williams' Famo Complex.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know who Poster Boy is.
I feel like I know his name. Oh, no, you know what? I was thinking Paper Boy.
Oh, I don't know Paper Boy either.
I don't know who Poster Boy is.
Paper Boy singer, I wish it was a little bit taller.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I don't know this one.
Not yet.
Maya is lauded for the Chicago performance on The Boy Is Mine tour, and fans hail her as the rich auntie due to her poise, allure, and sensuality.
Yeah, Maya looked good.
She's a good little performer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw her at the Grime Pretty Fest. She did a little 15 minutes performance. It was very nice. You know, she sang all the nostalgic songs and stuff, and she looked good.
She does.
That girl looked good.
That girl looked good.
Cardi B and Stefan Diggs does a maternity shoot and breaks the internet because it was absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. So good for them, even though he got 47 kids.
I was
at
about
the
to say,
same time.
is he doing maternity shoots with all his baby
No,
mamas?
I think that's his. Cardi B is his actual girlfriend. The other ones are his baby mamas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. A lawyer is suing Bronx rapper Fat Joe, indicted for running over a process server.
Yeah.
What that mean?
The process server is somebody who serves the process, and the lawyer ran over the person.
So why are they suing Fat Joe?
No, he's the lawyer that is helping to sue Fat Joe.
Okay.
And then now he's in trouble for running over somebody.
Well, that's what you get.
That's a
he's
predicament.
being sued by Tyrone Blackburn.
Oh.
That's that.
That ain't going nowhere. That was the one that was suing everybody over the Diddy.
Tyrone Blackburn is. I
no,
thought,
that's Tony Boogsby.
Yeah, no.
No,
that's the lawyer.
Blackburn
Tony Bugsby was the Diddy lawyer. Tyrone, I don't know who Tyrone Blackburn is, but remember Fat Joe was being sued by his bodyguard for sexual harassment.
Oh, yes, that is true.
Yeah.
Chris Brown is allowed to return to the U.S. on bail after being charged.
What did he do?
He hit somebody over the head with a bottle or something
that was
like
before the concert series started, wasn't it? Okay.
But so it caught up to him. And last but not least, rapper arrested for allegedly dancing in the middle of the interstate. I had seen this a while ago. Which one is this?
I don't know.
Armani White.
Hey, we know him. We talked about him already. We already talked
Yeah,
about
we
him.
talked.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah. So I guess he has been.
Oh, Billie Eilish.
Arrested after allegedly. So Armani White shouldn't taken his own advice when he told audience to watch yourself in 2021. The 29-year-old rapper from Pennsylvania was arrested on Sunday night in Kentucky for disorderly conduct and the second degree stopping, standing, and parking on a limited access hallway. He was shooting a music video for his latest video. Decided to take to the hallway to the highways. And, put himself and others in danger because he wanted to shoot a video.
We're seeing jumping up and down on highways concrete barrier while his team pulled over to film him dancing and divider for an upcoming video.
That's not smart.
Y'all gotta do better.
Dancing
So I'm
on
glad that he was arrested, and there is repercussions for bad behavior.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yes, and that sounds silly.
Gotta get permits for that.
Yeah, you do. You gotta get permits. You gotta make sure that everybody's safe. You gotta make sure that everything is happening.
She just walked out.
What?
Well.
That's how you. That's how you do.
That's how I transition. And last but not least, like we said, we gonna stay longer so the community know what's going on.
Oh yeah.
And we got our good friend, Coach Ahmed.
Good morning.
Actual Saeed, who is running for D7.
One of the front runners.
Yes, one of the front runners. We've heard a lot about you, so I'm really, really excited that we're getting a chance to speak to you as he gets a little bit more comfortable and situated, because we have to keep calling him in and out. Like, not right now. Come on, right now. We almost there. Give me 2 minutes. Saeed, welcome to Spark FM Online. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me this morning. This is a beautiful studio and amazing. I might keep coming back here.
You should.
Yeah.
You should. And we want you to keep coming back. We want all of you guys to keep coming back because it's important work that you are doing. So, Coach, can you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, thank you for giving me the opportunity. My name is Coach Saeed Ahmed. I came to this neighborhood 30 years ago as a refugee from Somalia. Since then, I've been living in Mission Hill, Annunciation Road. Shout out to all the Annunciation Road that are listening to this radio this morning.
Yeah.
And since then, I've been living there. I went to Boston Public Schools, graduated from English high school, then became a track star where I was the fastest high school kid in the country.
Really?
Yeah. Then I went to University of Arkansas for full scholarship.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
What was you doing in Arkansas?
And then after that, I became a member of USA Dream Team, a track and field national team. Yes. And then, after my career, I came back to Boston Public Schools. Taught Boston Public Schools in different areas. I was a supervisor of attendance for the whole district of the city of Boston. You guys know about truancy and forth, right? Yeah. So then after that, also, while I was doing all of that stuff, I mean, obviously, I am a proud husband and father of 5.
Wow.
I live in Roxbury. Yeah, there you go. Wow, right?
Busy.
Busy, right? And then I got my PhD in governance and development, and I lecture Harvard University in African and African American studies.
Yes.
So now I'm ready to serve. I am, trying to
Why?
give let me tell
And
you.
I might sound like a crass question, but you have such an extensive, great resume.
Yeah.
What would make you decide that you want to serve your community in this way?
Listen, I love this community. This community gave me home and access to opportunity when I did not have anything. I did basically have nothing, couldn't speak word of English.
Yeah.
I came here with empty-handed. now that I am feeling good, I have 5 kids that were born here, my mom, my dad, my entire family here, also the kids, the schools, the community. I founded 2 nonprofit organizations. One of them is the only free running program in the city of Boston called Boston United Track and Cross Country Club, which gives the kids across the city of Boston a free running program.
Where's that?
When they get better, they can go. It's right here. And they can go to the, maybe get a scholarship somewhere, maybe develop, maybe just pick up a habit where they can, take advantage.
Is that why they call you coach? Because you do this kind of stuff? Okay.
And also they can't pronounce my first name. My first name is Saeed, so they call me Sid.
Sid.
Like, get that Sid,
I've been asking people, so we've interviewed quite a few of people who are going to be in the race on
November 4th.
November 4th, next Tuesday. So I've been asking a few people, like, why the district as opposed to, or why at large as opposed to just a district? Why are you just going for district with such a
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, that's a very important question. So I know the district very well. I know the district inside, outside.
Yeah.
I don't know the city of Boston. I don't know East Boston, Charlestown, South. I don't even know Hyde Park. Dorchester, that I'm not familiar with. I don't know their needs. I don't know, what's going on there. So,
but you do know your
I know my neighborhood very well, inside, outside. I know everything that goes down in Madison Park High School, everything. Why Timothy is closed, can you imagine? Timothy used to be one of the best middle schools in the country, and it's closed.
Yeah,
and I want that place open, man. Just something needs to happen in that building.
Saeed, that's also the one of the blackest neighborhoods and districts in Boston, which comes with a lot of responsibility.
Oh yeah.
Especially granted, what happened in our last term. Shout out to Tanya, who is a very good friend of mine, but it was an unfortunate situation that happened with that. There's a lot of pressure on you and a lot of eyes on you for how you're going to pick up the community, and that's my actual community, D7. Right. How are you gonna be different?
Well, first of all, I want to say shout out to Tanya as well. I mean, she has done a lot of great things. This, of course, is an unfortunate thing that happened.
Yeah.
You can't take away from the great things she has
done. The work. Yes, exactly.
I mean, she was amazing. She was a go-getter. I helped her both terms get elected.
Yeah.
She was a good friend of mine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stay transparent. We're gonna stay. We're gonna bring the trust back to the community. In this, how we're gonna do it? We're gonna have open books, which means we're gonna have bi-monthly town hall meetings, in the district where everybody comes in and talk and put their info, so they feel that they are part of the conversation.
Yeah.
And then also we got everything, the jobs posted, all that information is the key. As long as you have some information, you are good
to go. Yeah,
if you don't know what's going on around your neighborhood, and you don't know why this bar is opening, why this school is closing, why this street is blocked out. I have a friend of mine in the Blue Hill, like the beginning of the Blue Hill, right? Yeah. He has a Blue Hill market. Blue Hill Market is convenience store. So the city was doing some construction in the middle of the street, so they blocked him from people coming to his store.
Yeah,
and the city was not helping him with paying the rent or taking care of things. They just were doing their job. So the guy had to close his store and just bounce for 2 months.
Wow.
And it took him 2 months and the city didn't give him money and all of that stuff. So I was like, look, this is a prime issues where the city needs to know that this kind of thing will kick minority community.
Will hurt people. Yeah. I'm looking at your flyer now, and you're running for a couple of things. Which would be your top 3 priorities for your district?
Housing we can afford. Black people, the community that built in Roxbury are getting pushed out day by day. I saw it in my classroom. A lot of students of mine never came back, and they're like, Coach, we moved.
Yeah.
They think they moved, right? Yeah. They just, pushed out, right? Yeah. Also, public safety, including Mass and Cass, including Nubian markets,
right. Take a pin right there.
Yeah.
Mass and Cass. Any ideas around what we are looking to do with Mass and Cass?
And then to be clear, Mass and Cass is not necessarily in District 7, but it is
affecting it badly.
Very
because
badly.
Again, I was
like
walking up
Nubian Square now.
Upham's Corner corner the other day. That's where I live.
I love how you know your landscape.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, it's like 50 meters away.
Right.
Literally.
Yep.
So whatever happens there, impacts the,
Right.
to the community.
And we're seeing it. We're seeing it travel.
Yeah.
We're seeing it travel
Yeah.
up and down the whole Dudley Street, all the way
Washington
to Upham's
Street
Corner.
Washington Street,
It's
that
crazy.
beautiful park that they built right in front of the police
Lord.
station.
Yeah.
I just saw people sleeping right there in this
Yeah,
weather.
yeah. Mhm.
And that's gonna happen, and then that population is gonna increase. So I want to make sure that's being addressed. I actually want next year is the governor's race.
Yeah.
I want to make sure we have a question on the ballot of what we're gonna do Madison Cass Lower Roxbury
Yes.
issue.
Absolutely.
So that's something I really want to do it, regardless of where this race goes.
Right.
I care about this neighborhood. I
Yeah.
am not about the officer's seat. I have a great, decent job. I can always find a better job.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we want to make sure that our community, our children feel safe in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Cannot be, this is how it used to be. Oh, sorry, this is Madison Park was always have a lower expectation. We can't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
We want to step up and make a change, right? And also education. I'm an educator, so
Right.
the schools, Madison Park, O'Brien.
I feel like we need to really put some focus on Madison Park.
Oh
heavy.
my God, we
Yeah.
cannot emphasize enough.
Yeah.
Look, Madison Park and O'Brien are same exact building.
Yeah.
Can you imagine O'Brien kids don't get searched? Every morning they come and they go straight to class.
But Madison
Whereas
does.
in Madison Park High School, it seems like you go in a court.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you gotta strap, you gotta take your jacket off,
Yeah.
your phone, bell, shoes. It seems
Wow.
like, and you were like, yo, what am I going to a courtroom or am I
And
going?
it's so funny because Madison can be built and promoted as one of our greatest educational facilities here because of the type of work that goes on in the
only
trades.
technical vocational school in the city.
Oh my God. And
I just don't understand why we're not investing in that.
So just last year, 23 students graduated from Madison Park with their associate degree from Bunk Hill Community College.
Wow.
And that does not happen in any other school.
And we don't hear about it.
Yeah.
You don't hear that about it unless you're involved, unless you care.
Yeah.
Right. So this is the reasons why I ask, a gentleman that's running against me, Cole Paper, have you ever been to Madison Park? And he said, I was at the parking lot while I was going to Reggie Lewis gym and I saw some of the kids.
No.
You got to be in the school. You got to ask the administrations, look, I am running for Boston City Council. I want to know A and B and C. And they will give it to you. There's amazing leadership over there. They have a principal that is intern for 2 years.
A principal that was an interim principal
Interim
for
for
2
2
years.
years.
Wow.
Why can't they lock down a principal? Why won't they give him the job?
Again,
'Cause it's
it's
important.
because there's not a parents that are pushing this school. There's not this information. A lot of people are learning like, hey, what's going on? You were there last year. You were here this year. You still interim. And how do you feel if you're interim?
Yeah.
You're just not investing. You're not gonna give 100%.
It's not a,
You
it's not a
attempt-
consistent.
Just there so you won't get fined.
Yeah.
Exactly. And one more crazy thing I would love to share with you is Madison Park last 10 years had 12 principals or headmasters.
12.
12.
Why is that?
Do you know how
What does
many?
that even make sense? How does that even
Do
make
you know
sense?
how many O'Brien had?
How many?
2.
Oh.
You see the
Why?
difference?
Just from one corner
Right.
to the next corner. It's
Yeah.
a stark I mean, it's like
They
our
share,
life.
they share a wall.
It's like our quality of life statistics here.
Yeah.
From Roxbury to right over there.
And it's the same building.
30 years. Yeah.
It's the same building, 2
Yeah.
different doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a two different names. This is a prime example of what our community know. How we gonna change is we going to have the parents involved. Parents, families need to invest the schools.
Yeah.
If there's an open house, that place has to be packed.
Yeah.
The school elected officials, school leaders, everybody has to be there. Because if you're not there, then you cannot blame. Yeah, so this is the issues. So education, I'm an educator, this is a very personal to me. But we gotta inform the community.
Yeah.
You mentioned Reverend Culpepper. One distinction between you that people are using is experience versus, you're coming in with really great plans with a good he's been working in the community as, a civic leader for a long time. How do you combat inexperience you have in the political world.
Yeah, so I think, look, I have a PhD in governance and development.
When you said that, I was like, well.
Yeah, he does. He does not. I live in the experience that everybody talks about. I grew up in Boston housing. He didn't grow up in Boston housing. He grew up house that belonged to his family. I live in a renting house. At any moment, my landlord can increase the rent twice, and I can be pushed out. He doesn't experience. What experience are we talking about? He worked in the housing urban department, and that is if that's what you call experience where you work at. Look, for me is a different understanding. If living in it, it's never like working at it, right? If you can work in an office, you can work in a radio station, but if you never own a radio station, if you don't know how it works and how many people it's reaching out, and then how it impacts the people, how many people are listening right now, getting information they didn't know, right? So now I think I have the experience. I have a PhD. He doesn't. I came here with nothing.
Studied this,
I'm telling you,
I
am the experience.
I think that unfortunately, the voter turnout in this area has never been great.
Oh,
and I think that when the voters do turn out, a large part of it is name recognition.
Right.
And so, although listening to you now, we know that you have the experience, we know that you have the education to support you being in this. But I think that name recognition, because we do know that Mr. Culpepper has ran for office a few times before,
and he will run more.
And he
will run more.
Keep running. But I think that's the difference, that what people would think, because I haven't heard your name before, but then I'm hearing, he has a PhD in governance and so those things do make a huge difference.
I was busy teaching. I was busy not run. I did not run.
I
don't run for office because it's a habit or something or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I know for sure Culpepper run, I think this is his 4th office run or whatever, right?
Yeah.
He never won one. I won my first one. This was the first time I got on the ballot and I topped the ticket.
Yeah.
The community believed in me.
Yeah.
My trick? My trick is getting at the doors, at the people, having a conversations, asking them, hey, what do you need?
Yeah.
And not when I get elected. What do you need today? Today.
Yeah.
So that is, let me tell you something. He went to Boston English High School. He graduated in 1971. I graduated 2001. Look, he graduated 30 years.
Shout out to you. That's when I graduated too.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I know that date.
Yeah, 2001, right? So look, he is 73 years old. I'm 43 years old. This district is a very diversity. You cannot imagine how diverse Roxbury South and Funway and some of Dorchester is. Look, I speak 4 different languages. You want someone that understands different type of community.
You speak 4 languages?
I speak 4 different languages.
What do you have?
I speak Arabic, Somali, Swahili. And English.
Yeah.
So you need that person who understands different language. Also, ICE is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, ICE is gonna.
You're reaching a different community.
How do you
community.
how are you as an immigrant and as someone who lives in a heavily populated immigrant community? It's scary to think about that.
Yeah, it is very scary.
Yeah.
By the way, first of all, growing up in Michigan makes you a little tougher skin.
I bet it does.
Yeah, growing up in Michigan gives you a little advantage.
I mean, you lived through Mission Hill in the 80s.
I'm telling you, Mission Hill, my street was called Assassination Road.
Wow.
I spent 80% of my time outside of that street.
Hanging out.
hanging somewhere else, just like hanging out at my coach's house, the gym, the track. And they're like, hey, why don't you go home?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, look, I'm going later on.
Not right now.
Not right now.
I don't live there, I just sleep there.
I sleep there and I leave early in the morning before anybody's out.
Yeah.
But I tell you, ICE is coming, and I think we need someone who understands the immigrants, who understands what it takes to collect, support the immigrants to overcome where they're at.
Yeah.
Whether it's their green cards, whether it's their family members they want to bring from outside of the country, or someone who's living there. And I tell people, hey, don't let ICE abuse your neighbors or your friends or your kids' friends.
Yeah.
Like your kids will come and say, hey, Mama, Lissa's mother is getting harassed by the police. They thing is the police. So
and District 7 is largely Muslim as well.
Oh
right?
yeah, we have the biggest mosque in the eastern part of Mississippi, like biggest mosque. Like
wow, really?
Yeah, that mosque is huge,
Yeah.
and we have 7 mosques in District 7.
Yeah, 7 mosques.
Really?
7 mosques. We have one on Shaman.
Uh-huh.
We have one on Washington Street.
Yeah.
Right. You remember where used to be the right across the street from Millennia Cath Complex.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm in there. I'm
It
driving
used to be-
down the street.
It used to be garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's past Millennia Cath coming this way.
Yeah.
And then remember there used to be a big gas station. Now it's like right in front of the Council Towels.
Okay.
You know Council Towels, a tall seniors building.
Oh yes. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, literally across the street from.
Don't worry about me. I'm
Washington
always
Street, Eggleston.
when I start going into Boston, I lose.
Eggleston area.
I'm somewhere in Quincy, right?
I
lost. I took the wrong left somewhere. somewhere else.
And they have one on the end of the Blue Hill Ave.
Yeah.
And they have 2, I think. One in the Cedar Street, Circuit Street.
Yeah.
In Roxbury, and then one in. So what is that? Yeah. Anyway, they have 7 around that area.
7.
And
Wow.
that is a big population of the Muslim community.
Yeah.
But all this experience versus whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, people being biased. It depends who you talk to. If you talk to my people, they'll tell you. My man needs to just retire and just give a chance. Like we say, we got to give a youngsters a opportunity to lead.
I
this
think that
community.
is something that we do have to really pay attention to. Not that people are trying to be ageism or ageist or whatever it is, but we're dealing with unprecedented times right now. With
But
this
also you
government
gotta
being
identify.
crazy.
You cannot be afraid of identifying any issue that is impacting the community.
Absolutely.
Whether it's the age, whether it's a young, whether it's something. You gotta say, hey, I am capable of doing this. This person, I believe, used to, but not this moment. This moment is different. Like you gotta sit in a Zoom. Does he know how to set it up a Zoom?
That's not. Jesus. One of the other things is
feisty.
violence in that. Hey, and you know what? That's welcoming.
Thank you.
Violence. Just the other day, there was a woman that was shot in D7. She is now paralyzed from the waist down. And although we are one of the safest cities in the country, and you say that here too. Safety and things like that. How can we get this community more safe and more involved in each other's lives?
You're talking about one woman getting a shot, but then there's about 4 women that recently got punched in the face, get hurt,
A woman got spit on literally by a community menace. Bullying and violence goes hand in hand.
Exactly. So I think what we need to do is honestly, first of all, these people are crying for help.
Yeah.
They need directions.
Mental health is real.
Yeah.
My parents used to tell me, Saeed, if you get slapped by a woman, don't ever look at that way.
Yeah.
Just walk away, and that's how you win.
Yeah.
But you got a man shooting a woman and slapping in the face, doing this and that. These people need a mental health support. Help.
Absolutely.
They're crying for help.
Yeah.
And they need a place to go.
Yeah.
And we need to make those places available. That space, I'm going to make sure as Boston City Council District 7, I want to make sure I spend most of my time right here in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Not the city hall. And I will be here. I will open and have an office day 1 in the Nubian Square area where people can have a transportation and so forth.
Yeah.
And then also we will have a bi-monthly town hall meetings where everybody speaks up, everybody shares their concerns. I want to make sure that I come to these radios and utilize this radio, stations that, talk to the community, tell them what's going on, tell them what's coming up. So, and if they need help, I want to make sure that I hear that too. But, we top the ticket on September 9th. I'm going to ask all the listeners, their friends, their family, please go out, vote November 4th, vote Coach Ahmed. Coach cares. Coach cares the community. So, I'm doing this because I love this community, and you were asking me earlier, how come you're not doing a Boston-wide or this and that? Look, I cannot trade any place else in D7.
Right.
So vote for Coach Ahmed November 4th.
My final question to you, personal question. You are a husband, a father of five. You're running for district counselor.
What's the age range of your children?
Yeah, what's the age first?
So my oldest son's gonna be 16 November 17th. So I got a 15-year-old, but he says he's 16 because he got about 18 days, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So and then my youngest is 3. I have 3 boys, 2 girls.
Wow.
I love them. They the one that motivates me every morning. Like, hey, Dad, get up. You said you got to be the community leader, right? And I'm like,
they're holding you accountable.
Yeah, they hold me, and I want them to see, how this thing runs.
How are you doing personally? Emotionally, mentally. This is a lot. You're doing a lot. You're working a lot. You have your hand in many different things. Just like on a personal note, how are you doing and how are you feeling?
Oh, I'll tell you what. I used to be a pro athlete. I ran for the United States. I won NCAAs. I won high school national champ. Look, as long you are having fun, it's fun.
Yeah.
You got to keep it fun.
Yeah.
Like, I signed up for this, right? Yeah. Oftentimes a lot of people would ask me, hey, how come your wife and kids and stuff like that is not on the your literature? And I tell them, look, they're not running. They have nothing to do with this race.
Yeah.
This is me running. Yeah. So oftentimes what I do is I have fun, I enjoy, I tell my kids, my family, I don't put them in the spotlight. I don't, bring them into like places where they don't sign up for, right? Yeah. So I am enjoying the moment. Look, I'm meeting with you.
Yeah.
I would never meet with you guys if I didn't do this, right? Yeah. So this is why I'm meeting people, great people. There's a lot of asset in our community. There's a lot of great things going on. And I want to make sure that we continue and expand and empower the women of color, black, brown women. We need to make sure that we are empowering you, whatever you do. As Boston City Council District 7, when we open our office in district, I want to make sure people with ideas come and say, hey, Coach, I want to open a business. And without worrying about anything, just show them what to do, what paperwork, where to go, all of these things, what they need, how much they need to open an office, right? So I'm very creative. I used to actually have a barbershop, called Brother Ahmed's Barbershop, right?
What haven't you done?
Yeah, and I don't even know how to cut. I don't know how to cut. I saw there was opportunity for that.
Yeah, so you took it.
And I was like, let me actually, make one. But then COVID-19 just kind of killed it. But yeah, but
it did many things.
Yeah.
Just
but
to answer your question.
You're saying all your life you've been running. Right. And you will continue to run.
Right.
All my life I had to run.
Yeah. All my life I've been a runner.
So you're used to the hard work. Yeah. You're used to kind of mentally pushing through things even when you want to stop. You got to cramp, all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Children are crying. You're like, yeah. Settle down. Yeah. We got to go out and do the work.
That's right. You sound like a runner because if you know the crime, you got stitches in the stomach. You don't want to go. But I believe having fun, just putting your mind in a positive direction and say, hey, I am doing this for the community. Mm-hmm. My favorite things is like when you go to door knocking and someone say, hey, Coach, I already voted for you. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to vote for you again. Yeah. And you're just like, oh, my God.
That support is real.
This is like, how am I going to... I got to do my part now. You know what I mean?
So, Saeed, we had to track you down.
Right.
We had to send out an APB to get you, and I know that you guys were being bombarded. Sorry. But
don't be sorry. That was the way for us to get here.
Exactly. I'm glad that you did make some time to come and talk to us because you're really good energy. We can feel that as soon as you walked in here. Every time I come across you, you're always full of smiles, always busy. So thank you for taking the time out to come talk to our audience. We're really excited to see how this comes out. Well, thank you.
No, look, I heard a lot about Spark FM. People always tell me, and I actually have so many people reach out to me like, yo, Saeed, you better answer this text message right now. Call Denny. What are you doing? And I'm like, oh my God, what did I just do?
What did I do?
I didn't even start the job.
I was holding off on using my super Facebook to come at you guys, but I had to get it done. Yes. So I'm glad that we did because it has been a pleasure. pleasure. We have gone over time, so thank you to our audience for staying back. Numbers didn't go down or anything. For staying back and listening, because our audience, we are gearing them up to be super voters.
That's right.
Yes, there's a requirement for our audience to become super voters, because we don't want to talk to people who don't care about what's going on, and I can't be the only one making decisions in this city.
And I know you're not gonna say this, but I'm gonna say this: November 4th, please vote for Coach Saeed Ahmed. Coach cares the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the community, young energy, new ideas, young blood. Let's go.
And where can we find you?
You can find me at votecoachahmed.com. My personal cell phone number is there, so anybody can call me. And it not, look, a lot of politicians will tell you they will help you when they get to the office. I will help you today.
Today.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Let's work on it. It's not about being elected or not elected. It's about helping the community. So call me, holla me.
Call him now. With that said, people, we're going to slide on over to the side. We got to pay some bills. We got to get out of here. I got an appointment. All kinds of stuff. So you guys, thank you for staying with us and listening. Coach, thank you for coming. And to the Spark FM listeners, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. And Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. Saucy and Friends in the morning. Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Spark FM.